Hi everybody, this is day one of this whole project. We're going to start obviously taking apart this car. My car is not going to get touched until we get this stripped and everything off it. I'm not really sure where all these parts are going to go. This scratch is going to be ridiculous by the end of this, but we'll see. So I haven't touched this at all. This is as it came to my yard. I haven't taken anything off it. This roof is, I haven't touched anything. I think that's where we're going to start. We're going to cut the roof off here just to get rid of it so we can get all the interior pieces, the seats and all that. And then I take the hood off, I'm going to take the trunk off, maybe the doors, they don't really need to, and they're all jammed down except for this one actually. The driver's door does open. My dad got this Milwaukee handheld bandsaw. We're going to give that a try. I've never used it before, this is my first experience. I did try it earlier here just to see if it's going to work well for this application, and it does. It cuts through really quick, so I'm excited to try that out. Yeah, first let's get this roof off. Let's clean up some of this glass, take the bonnet off, just get this car open and ready to be taken apart. Alright, so I don't think this is actually going to be as easy as I thought initially. There's lots of wires and cables, the seat belt's going to have to unbolt. I was hoping just to zip it all out easy with this, but it's going to take a little bit of work. But let's finish cutting through this one here, see how that goes. This is the easiest one to get. Give me a chance to get used to this weird saw. Yeah, let's have a look. Alright, so a better plan. I'm going to cut it up higher actually. I was trying to cut it down low, keep it clean, so it really had the roof off and have it completely open. Doesn't really matter. So I'm going to cut it up high because it works easier for that side. It's a little bit cumbersome. It's too, doesn't have enough depth to get down through here. Cut down through all this stuff obviously, especially on the other side. Cool. Look at that. You don't usually get to see these pillars cut apart like that. It's decently thick. It's all crimped over here and spot welded, I suppose. Didn't do enough for this car. Cool. So on this side I want to keep the glass in the window just to have a spare. Not for no real reason, but why break it if we got it? So I'm going to try and pull off some of these plastic pieces with a pry bar gently. And then we're going to cut through with the bandsaw and hopefully not hit the window. If we do, whatever, it is what it is. This door is completely jam solid. I can't see myself getting this open any easier than just cutting this, so. You've probably seen that last clip. The bandsaw got stuck again. This roof is really torqued. Maybe I'm using the bandsaw wrong, I'm not really sure. But the blade is caught down here again. I didn't want to break the blade, so I just popped it off the saw. Alright, so I've got some kind of solution. I decided I'm going to use the chain files and I'm going to pull on it with a strap. It's actually fully broken, it's fully cut through, it's just jammed the blade into it. Check it out. I finally got it. Man, I was jamming it pretty tight. So you just seen it, that didn't work, the bandsaw. It worked, but I'm sure there's a better tool out there for it. I'm going to try the reciprocating saw here. That's something I want to keep in this build series more than the last one. I want to keep all my failures and mess ups. Sometimes it takes a little while. When I mess stuff up, and that's kind of why I cut it out of the last one. It takes so much time. I do stuff and I got to redo it, you know what I mean? But I want to show it here so you guys are doing the same thing. You can see what works, what doesn't. Yeah, let's try something different here. We'll see if it works. Test it out. I'm trying to do this so you guys can see. Yeah, as you can see, there's a good bit to cut through here. There's a lot of layers, there's a lot of different folds. I'm surprised the reciprocating saw did so well. Alright, cool, so I grabbed the GoPro for this one. Just easier with this side of the shop. I actually got this door open, as you can see. I pried it open with a pry bar. I couldn't get this one open. this pillar is too jammed. And even with the roof, I can shift it a little bit. I can kind of jiggle the pillar. It's not enough. It's still too jammed forward for this pillar. And I don't want to break this glass. I'm going to cut here first, and we'll see how far we can make it. And if not, we'll just kind of pull it over, try and get it away from the glass, and do it again there. Alright, we're getting really close there. Really close, we're basically through. And it's kind of sketchy because, man, I'm so close to the window there. I'm like right on it, you know. I think it's cut through. I think it is. We're going to have to cut the back and just take it off because I believe that's all we're going to get out of that one. But with this door open, this back pillar should be no sweat. Oh my god! No way! Check that out, the inside handle works. I just went through all that pain and agony of keeping the door closed for nothing. That's funny, oh well. Alright, so I thought I'd stick you guys in the car for the last shot. You might get crushed, but that's okay. Alright, actually I just had the idea. I put the, I hope you guys can see it, the strap here from the chain fall. Just to hold the roof up a little bit so it doesn't fall and drop on everything. Awesome. Okay, so the roof is off. You can see we just cut every pillar. A bit more of a hassle than I thought it was going to be, but let's pull this roof off and see how a convertible STI looks like. I'm excited just to see the weirdness of it. Alright, so I want to just pull you guys off this tripod for a second so you can see. Look at that, what it looks like. It looks crazy. Spin the camera around. Check it out. But yeah, what interests me is the roof actually and these pillars. Just have a look. I've never seen inside of a pillar before. I've never, you know, had the opportunity to cut a roof off a car. So check it out. I was pretty surprised actually to see there's steel rods running through. It's a lot of layers, which I guess of course I expected to have multiple layers, but it's cool to see the structural reinforcement and then actually steel bars. Real steel bars, which I guess is why I was slowing down so much, because I figured the crimp points here would be probably maybe the strongest part, and then in here would kind of be mostly open and maybe just kind of a hollow tube. But I guess this is why I was getting so hung up in some of those spots. These are really, you know, thick bar. Back here I guess there's not so much, although if you can see there's kind of many layers, probably, what's that, 3 or 4 layers over on top of each other, so there's no bars through the back, but it's definitely heavily layered and strong. Yeah, let's pop off a couple bolts in the trunk, and then the hood. We'll get the look at the car completely naked, completely stripped. That's going to be an interesting sight. It looks really odd in person. I hope it comes through on video, that you can see just the weirdness of a car with no roof. I mean, sure, it's convertible, it's not the same though. This looks really odd, especially in STI. You used to see it with a roof on. Alright, so everything's off. Check it out. Pretty cool to see it like that, and I laid them all out on the ground. That's pretty cool. But I think I'm going to call it for tonight. It's just a quick video to get into it. It's a start to get me into the project, get my head into it, and kind of have a look and see what we got here. I got a better idea how to proceed from here. So really this might not take as long as I was thinking. I thought it was going to be a really long project, but the drivetrain comes out pretty quick. I mean, the engine comes out in a couple hours. And then of course I'm going to try and save all the suspension stuff. I'm hoping all these struts are good. We'll definitely take the transmission, axles, everything. We're going to take whole brakes. Of course these brakes are excellent condition, a lot better than mine. But yeah, that's it for this one. I appreciate you watching. I hope this project picks up a little bit for you. This is kind of a slow day, just cutting the roof off. I thought it was a little bit interesting just to see the car in this state. I also put some pictures up on Instagram if you can check that stuff out. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.